Yo, what's up? We on the road, baby. Merry Christmas, everybody. What's happening? We bumping. As always, couple songs before we get things going. It's my new favorite Christmas song. Hadn't heard it until this year. Should be about a 3-hour stream. Yo, y'all. What's good? Remember, not for the people that are new here or old here. Sometimes the stream gets taken down because of copyright, but don't leave if it does. It usually takes about 3 minutes to come back. Usually doesn't happen in the beginning, but I want to make that announcement. If something gets taken down, it's not because I said the wrong thing, although I do say the wrong thing. Although I do say wrong things. It just means we got hit with a quick copyright interruption. So stick around if something happens. We're going for the duration, baby. Thank you for the super chat. Christian, you're my boy. A little figgy pudding for me. What's up? Loaded Wrench, Jonathan, DM Ryan, Flying Beer. I've been making great time. Welcome, everybody. Christmas jams. There we go. To hold you on the 25th. Merry Christmas might be wrong. We say Merry Christmas in this house, baby. All right, what's good, my peoples? Streaming from the road. Please come home for Christmas. It's going to be a good one, guys. We're going to blast some tunes. We are going to talk about some thoughts. Talk about a little bit about my Phoenix trip, plans for the future. I'm so excited for 2025, man. I really didn't know what I was getting into. I'm like, I'm a late bloomer. And sometimes I get into plans before I know what to do with them. And I am more excited about 2026 than I was 2025. And this time last year, I had made the decision to move to Nashville. And to be honest, I wasn't that excited for it. It was a decision out of necessity. I was in times of major turmoil, mostly because of my own doing. And I still hadn't realized at the time that sobriety was the missing piece. And I was basically rock bottom from the day after Christmas until March 2nd last year. It was about 2.5 months of self-induced hell, man. Then the good Lord delivered me on March 2nd from 20 years of substance abuse, man. What an amazing blessing. And I went through a bunch of ups and downs this year. I'm getting ready to put up an effort post in a couple days, going through some of the mostly ups. I don't want to talk about it. A lot of the downs are not fit for public consumption, but there were a lot of them. Many self-induced, several of them induced by others. But this year is gonna crush, man. Campus Unk. I'm gonna be the Unk on campus, baby. And this year I went kicking and screaming, but America Fest, aka the fact that I didn't even go to America Fest, I bought a ticket, went to Phoenix, spent a bunch of money, and didn't even go. And I quit politics. And like, keep in mind, men need to be involved politically, but being like a political tastemaker, you know, supposed opinion guy, influencer, it's out, man. An on-air political guy, I'm just out. It's so dumb trying to be right all the time, trying to, you know, it doesn't do good things for my ego, man. Music and God, positivity, and my own personal experience, which I always bring to the table. That's what this content's going to be about. There's too much crushing to do. I'm not a political crusher. Too artsy, too naive, too not wise enough yet. Not enough life experience. Even though I'm almost 38, I'm a late bloomer, and I plan to do what I think the good Lord intended from very early on, and that's just to be an artist. To be an artist, to pursue my music, to make people happy. And I think I can affect some change in the world that way, but this Phoenix trip was the nail in the coffin, dude. It was such a good experience being in Phoenix, just dancing, being with my brother Jonathan. I did not lock in for this week, I'll tell you that right now. It was interesting. I ate so much goy slop, but I lost weight. It was very interesting. I think my body is dedicating many calories to inflammation right now because my back and hip are still messed up. Got home, and I thought I was had put on 10 pounds, and I lost a couple. But this year is about health, happiness, wealth, all in the name of the Lord, baby. Get that bag right. Find a wife, find a family, raise a family in the Lord's timing. Getting my bachelor's. It should have always been about that stuff from day one. This was the final nail in the coffin, was not going to America Fest. And it supposedly was the biggest right-wing political conference ever, conservative political conference. Couldn't care less. I'm so glad to have missed it. What I gained in return was just amazing. So keep an eye out for the effort post on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Consolidated all my accounts. I'm just me, dude. I'm just me now. Stephen Baker. Iggy Normus, no longer with us. Stephen Ignoramus, he been dead. And I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to dance, to learn in school, to pursue my career, cultivate a community, IRL community. Got a great group of friends. Got a great church. And I'm just excited, man. So excited for the future. So, a couple announcements before we bump some more tunes. Voice of Stephen, name of the channel. We do music videos, the occasional live stream, and daily Bible videos. Not enough of you have been watching the Bible videos, and that deeply upsets me. 1 view, 2 views. It's funny that when there's 2 views. What's this joke? It's like when there's two views, I know it might be wrong. When there's 1 view, it's God alone. When there's 1 view, God carried me. But I've been enjoying it, man. I've been enjoying it. It actually keeps me on the ball really well because it means I do read the Bible every day. I hate AI. Up on the screen, I don't know if you guys see this, it says add a Q&A sticker. It says, and the prompt is for the question I'm going to ask you guys. Do you go to the movies alone? When it's 2 views, it was then that I carried you. Yes. Correct. That's the joke right there. That is the joke. Thank you, might be wrong. I appreciate that. Merry Christmas, my friend. So yeah, I'm excited for self-improvement, and I have a list of goals that are in my effort post. And you know, the work stuff, really the music and the health are what it's all about for me in 2026. Because the way I kind of think about it is the school, it won't take care of itself because I have to do it, obviously. But the music and the health are going to take much more intentionality because, you know, in school, I just got to go to class. I'm going to go to class. It's part of my schedule, right? And in the summer, I'm still at the school I'm at. And it's going to be all online though. So I'll have time to travel and do whatever else. But the music thing, that's going to take some doing. That's going to take some time and some money. The music, starting a band and keeping my skills sharp, that's it's going to take some doing. I'm behind the ball on that one because people, you know, in Nashville, they book a year out sometimes. But I have different goals. I just want something steady, and I don't care. I mean, you know, I want it to be for money, but I want just the chance to play, dude. Just a residency. But I'm gonna have to build my way up. I'm gonna have to work my way up. But I got some great people in my corner. And I'm definitely going to throw myself into the dance scene a little bit more. Love dancing, man. And now that I've discovered a few tips and tricks, and I've gained some perspective on it, that I think my relationship with it was kind of unhealthy for a little bit. It still might be a little bit because I'm an addict, but I do love sharing an experience, a 3-minute experience with someone. It's nice. So, and it's good for my mobility. The mobility is crazy bad. A man is only as old as his spine, right? And yeah, about that.
Gifts this year. I got one question, if you'd let me. What did you get me? Is it a tie and ugly sweater, matching pajamas, so something better? Is it bougie like Gucci? Man, I thought I had it.
Now, baby, you're looking at it. Come on, wrap me up in your arms. It's Christmas. Wrap me up. You don't need it when you say wrap me up. It's like Christmas magic. Wrap me up. I'm your whole thing. Wrap me up. Wrap me up. And you don't get it. Wrap me
love that stuff.
Last night I took a walk in the snow.
I love the unapologetic Christmas pop. It all started with, well, that style, it really all comes from All I Want for Christmas Is You. I guess Last Christmas is kind of like the true proto Christmas pop. What are the ones that came before All I Want for Christmas Is You? Last Christmas, even the one by Paul McCartney, what's it called again? That one is a little more interesting than the others. So I don't think that the, what's it called again? Tell me in the chat. Paul McCartney. I got other songs in my head, so I can't tell you which one it is, but Last Christmas is in the vein of that. Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time. Wonderful Christmas Time is the name of the song. I don't think that qualifies because it's such it's so much more interesting. Every Paul McCartney song it's the most interesting pop music. He really is the most interesting pop artist ever. He almost doesn't qualify. I mean, of course he qualifies because he has smash banger after smash banger. But Last Christmas, Underneath the Tree by Kelly Clarkson is probably my favorite one. That's probably my favorite Christmas song. But yeah, Wrap Me Up, 25th by Tori Kelly. I love that vein, and you know, it is too bad that none of them are about Jesus. But how can they be? They're not for that crowd, you know. It's totally commercial pop slop. I heard one by Nick Jonas that was awesome the other day. Sorry that there's a little thing in the corner there. I guess I can fix. There we go. There we go. Now we got that thing off camera. Nice. I bought one of those little suction cups that you put on your dash. You know, with the sticky thing to make it so we could stream in portrait mode. And yeah, we could stream in portrait mode and get the extra viewers, be in the actual live feed on YouTube, all that good, that behind the scenes stuff that we talked about. I bought it from Love's, from the truck stop or whatever. And I always refuse receipt paper. You know, there's the whole hormones that, you know, like people say if you touch receipt paper, your T plummets, your testosterone plummets. You're just, you know, in osmosising, you're leaching chemicals and microplastics in your balls or whatever. So I always refuse a receipt. Okay, so I bought this suction cup phone mount, excuse me. And the lady, in all her wisdom, was like, "Do you want a receipt?" I was like, "Nah, I'm good." She's like, "Are you sure you're buying this thing?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, give me a receipt, lady. That was very nice of you." I get to the car and it has no stick thing on the suction. I take the plastic off and it's supposed to be completely sticky. It comes with an alcohol wipe. It's supposed to be completely sticky. I wipe off my dash and it's got no sticky substance on it. It's like, "Thank you, lady." And I didn't even return it. I'll find another Love's to take it to. I was like, what a ripoff. So I had to mess with my I had to mess with this other phone mount. It actually works pretty swimmingly now. So that's a great story. You might be asking, like, do I give a crap?
While shepherds gather watching.
Sup? I can't pronounce your name. I'm from Michigan. but I'm a vagabundo. Where are you from? What? You say what? I said Michigan. Where are you from? You seem like a foreigner. You seem like you seem like you're from ESL. Where are you from? We're a new person appreciator here sometimes. You're from Indonesia. Nice. How are things there? How is it over there in Indonesia? Smell the Indonesia. Treat you to a seizure. How'd you happen upon this stream? We're taking requests if you guys want them. We're selling them for $5. I will shamelessly shill. Good night. You're leaving? Or are you just saying it's a good night? I love when people say hello. It really tickles my humanity. When someone says hello and goodbye on the internet. I don't know why it is. I think I might be traumatized. But, you know, in a movie or in TV, you know, they don't say hello and goodbye. That's to save time. It's for like continuity. They walk into a room and just say stuff. That's actually quite rude, IRL. We talk about this on the show all the time. To me, it's about 36 hours. If it's within 24 hours, you can get away with not saying hello. And hello is more important than goodbye. Light of the World's a great song. That's awesome that they're doing that. But I just want to preserve a little bit of humanity out here on the interwebs. Is it so wrong? Is that a me problem? But he says good night like a solid human. Like a solid subhuman. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. That's a joke. I meant like sub equator. Yeah, Light of the World's a good one. I started learning that Forrest Frank song. That is a good song for me to do. Your Way's Better. I'm putting that on first. I wish I had a better name sometimes. How is that your real? That's such a good stage name. And it's his real.
Then I hear you reply, bringing tears close to my eyes, saying I'm not alone. Oh Lord, I need you now more than ever. Would you put my heart back together? I searched the world to my head just to find out your ways better. Oh, your ways better. You put my heart back together. I searched the world to my head just to find out your ways better. Your ways better. Your ways better.
There we go.
Your ways better. Jesus, I need you now more than ever. Would you put my heart back together?
You know, they don't hit you with the key change in too many hip hop songs, man. I like that little they just glide it up with the production. Very tasteful choice. I'm trying to be a little bit more cognizant about getting a copyright thing. Remember, hit that like button. Got 9 of you guys in here. Hit that like, help the channel. Help evangelize. You know, I thought there'd be more people on the road today. Not that I'm complaining. Oh, the Schmitty. Did you change your name? I mean, obviously I know who that is. What's good, everybody? Got that Christmas Eve. It's become, have I done a yearly one? I don't think I've missed one. I either do the 23rd or the 24th every year. In 2020, we were at my mom's house right before J6. I know I did one in 2019. I just don't remember where I was. 2021, 22, 23, always, because I was either at home or... I think this is our 6th straight one. A lot of them we won't ever know about. There's no way to check. Usually I'm at the piano. But it's that time of the year. YouTube changed the way they displayed names. Okay, it's like your actual @ now. It's your actual @ That's right. But yeah, bro. Future looking bright. Where's the future is bright as the promises of God? Is that from the Bible? Or is that some like Hallmark? Or is that like some Hallmark stationery? I mean, it is true that the future is bright as the promises of God. It's up there with like, I know the plans that I have for you. Oh, what, to exile me into Babylon? It's like every promise of God is yes and amen, or every word of God is yes and amen. That's definitely from the Bible. Hallelujah. But yeah, chicks love to be putting Jeremiah 29:11 up on the coffee mug on the Instagram profile, not understanding the context of that. It's comforting them. It's comforting them that it's going to be all right, that they're exiling them into Babylon, right? The future is bright as the promise of God is a person's name that I can't read while being safe on the road. Wow, it's fascinating. That literally is true. Yeah, that literally is true. But so yeah, Phoenix was ridiculous, man. I've never been so happy. Yeah, because it was tough retiring from it was tough retiring from my live stream. You guys know I wept over it. I mean, on air a little bit, but afterwards it was hard letting that go. And then I kind of came back out of retirement a couple times, especially with Charlie Kirk. But this, maybe someone can do it, and maybe us as a collective can do it, but me as a guy with my skills, where I am in life, you can't fix the GOP, dude. You can't fix conservatism. It's completely broken. And maybe that was never my goal. And you certainly are not going to fix it by just criticizing it, especially in the way that I do that. So I'm just done. I'm trying to be done being critical and negative. And I'm like, can I contribute anything to the, quote, culture war politics while staying positive and pretty much uncritical and godly? The answer is a resounding no. But I can do that with music. I can do that with music and community building. So my plan is to be so busy with community building, faith, music, dancing, and school that I just don't have time to like make people's lives, days, experience that much worse on this world. That's my plan. And I'm so excited to do that. Made so many great friends this year. God has put me in an amazing situation. I'm just a little older than I would like to be, but there's nothing to be done about that. You know, there's just nothing, you know, there's nothing to be done about that. You can't do nothing about that. You can do something about a lot, you can't do anything about that. So I'm here for it, baby. I'm here for it. Yeah, it's the context is everything is going to be great for future generations. Sorry about right now. Yeah. In the Bible readings, we're almost done with the Psalms. I got to hit 2 more videos for the Psalms. Then we're on to Proverbs. I'm very excited. Look, I'm always excited to read any part of the Bible. But I've read the books of wisdom, Psalms, Proverbs, all that stuff many, many times over the last 5 years. I haven't hit the prophets in about as much time. I don't think I've gone all the way through the prophets since 2021. I'm very excited for that now, especially knowing a lot more about the Bible now. I've read Genesis probably 50 times now. I've read that book so many times, and it really is the most important book of the Bible for understanding the Bible. It's because it is what the Bible's about. The subject of the Bible is in Genesis, as in the person himself, how it all started. Genesis is so important. The covenants, it's a story about a family. It's a family book. It's a book about a family. Fascinating. So what's up? What you guys all up to for Christ Mass? Might Be Wrong said he's attending a service tonight. Who else? What's everyone doing? Home for Christmas with family? On the road, alone? I gotta make Iggy pudding again. I forgot about that. I gotta grab all the ingredients for Iggy pudding. So I gotta go to the grocery store. I started that tradition last year. One of the only people I know that's made figgy pudding before. You're staying home? Serves tonight, shepherd's dinner. What does that consist of? Love you, Might Be Wrong. Merry Christmas, man. Thanks for coming. We'll probably still be going by the time you get out. Probably not, actually. No, that's not true. Making tamales. What is a tamale? Well, Feliz Navidad to you. It's like a burrito with sauce on it, right? Bread, meat, Mediterranean stuff, candles, and no utensils. Nice. It's a pretty good meal. It's definitely better than the Seder dinner. Has anyone ever had Passover dinner with the Jews? Not good. The company's good though. Of course you have loaded veg. Yeah. I've had it. It's like bitter herbs, unleavened bread, like onions. What is it again? Tell me what's in the Seder dinner. It's like lamb, right? There's lamb. Oh yeah, it's a burrito wrapped in a corn husk. That's right. Is there gefilte fish in the Passover dinner? I know it's bitter herbs, horseradish. unleavened bread, a roasted egg, a shank bone. That's right, it's like a lamb's bone. Bitter herbs, veggies, fruits, and nuts. Yeah, no gefilte fish. Now we're just making stuff up. Is that real? Salt water? Now we're just making things up. That's real. Oh man. I retired from politics, Schmitty. So I'm gonna be silent on that one. I retired from the culture war, sir. You're trying to rope me back in with that one. It was the most undelicious meal I've ever had in my life. It made me want to, like, yearn for quail in the wilderness. I cried out for meat, dude. It's so undelicious is the perfect word for it. I had it twice. I think I had a Seder. I had it one time in DC. But the guy was an atheist, man. Like, you can't do that. Like, yo, to have Seder, to have Passover dinner, what, it's kind of like, it's like this. You can't say AD and BC and be an atheist. Whose death? Or no, it's not death. It's Anno Domini, yeah. Before what? Okay, to say AD and BC, you gotta believe in God. To celebrate Passover, you must recognize who passed over. Passover by who? You can't be an atheist and celebrate Passover dinner, man. But yeah, I had a Seder when I was like, it sounds like I'm talking about the mythological goat creature. Yeah, I had a Seder. Yeah. Me and Mr. Tumnus. Yeah, when I was like, I think 14. And then when I was about 26. I get what you're saying, Christian, but a cultural, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. A cultural Catholic would never have the gall to publicly say that God doesn't exist. That's the difference to me. You're saying there's a lot of cultural Jews. And first of all, there are not. There are no cultural Jews. That's called an ethnic Jew. Like, if someone is a cultural Jew in that they, you know, if they're Jewish, they are Jewish in some way. And that means that they come from a Jewish family. In that their bloodline, it's an ethnic group, like a genetic ethnic group. And they will just say, I don't believe in God. There is no God. You know, they'll be an overt atheist. But a cultural Catholic, even if they are an atheist, will never just say that. Maybe I'm wrong. Or if I do, that's the exception, not the rule. But if a person is Jewish and doesn't believe in God, that's because their bloodline is Jewish. A Catholic, it might be, you know, of all the, among the Christian denominations, Catholic and Orthodox are the most ethnic. I mean, they'll be like, you know, Catholic because their parents were. Certainly Orthodox is like a national, more of a national religion, right? There's some ethnic aspects of, you know, being a WASP, you know, being a Protestant, you know. But if someone is a Jewish atheist, they are Jewish for one. There's no reason for a non-ethnic Jew to be a Jewish atheist. The only reason a person like that would be Jewish is because they converted, which is very rare. Or I guess they married, but that's at that point they've married a ethnic Jew. So I get it, but I would dispute that. I don't, you know, I actually would overtly dispute that. Then I don't think there's any cultural Jews. Like, name me one person who is culturally Jewish and only in that way. They're only Jewish in the cultural sense. They're either religious or ethnic. It's just my take. They appropriate the stories and symbols. I just don't. Yeah, but that's because they belong to the tribe. You know, like, that's because they are an ethnic Jew. Like, I know they appropriate it, but that's a different story. I mean, you know me, I don't believe that who we call the Jews are like the people of the Old Testament anyway. But like, there's a lot of appropriation going on. But those people would all be matriarchally, from what I understand, Jewish. But it doesn't just work that way, by the way, right? I mean, there's plenty of people that their dad is Jewish, so they're Jewish. I kind of dispute that it's strictly matriarchal. It's one of the most confusing concepts of all time, by the way. The more obsessed with this topic I am, the more confused I get. I've been looking at it for about 10 years now. Ah, man. Life is strange. Just trying to have a heart-to-heart with you guys. Just listen to Kenny Loggins on that one. Praise God, Schmidt. Ooh, wow, man. Ooh. got just under 3 hours to go. And I'll probably be, this stream will be another 2 hours. Usually I stop about 30 minutes shy for privacy, and you know, I don't want to be streaming up until the moment I get there, kind of deal. So 2 hours, 45 minutes. And with the driving style, probably another 20 minutes will get cut off of that unless I hit some traffic. I was cruising earlier. We've already cut off half an hour of it. My initial landing time was supposed to be 7:56. Now it's 7:26. How much is a private jet? But like not like an Epstein style one. How much is it for a private jet? Not for the fuel and stuff like that. How much is a private jet? I feel that a private jet, like something where you could fit like 4 people in it. I know this is out of left field. How much to buy one? Good question. Not to charter. Your boy's renting days are over. I'm just kidding. I'm not getting a private jet. No, to buy. Yeah, I want to buy one. I mean, I'm not going to, but in the million range, yeah. I was saying like 500K. On a glider. Yeah, how much for a private glider? How much to airdrop me James Bond style with the tracksuit on from the private jet? 3 to 10,000 to charter one? I don't know it. I don't know that symbol. I'm not going to risk my life to look at that. Is it over under? I don't know what that symbol is, dude. I barely scraped by. Million. Oh, 3 to 10 million. Okay. Bro, I barely made it in statistics. Now you're throwing some like some like some standard deviation sigma chi rho type deal in my chat. I feel that that's unreasonable. I feel that 3 to 10 million is unreasonable. But we live in unreasonable times. No, it's some weird. So let me get in there for a second. Dude, I don't know what that symbol is, dude. I'm freaked out. I don't know what that is. Is that like a little man? Gotta hire up. Oh, I mean, but I got a pilot. I got pilots. I got pilots on lock, bro. What if I just learn? Can't be that hard. The good thing about me learning to fly is I can't crash it if I can't get it off the ground. That's actually a good news. If they have the replay, if they have the replay of the chat, I'll try to take a screenshot. It says some random symbol, then 3 to 10,000. It's some little man. I thought it was a man in a hang glider. Like I thought it was some sort of airplane reference. $50K for multi-engine jet training. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to get a legal studies degree. The time is a ticking, dude. People don't just like get their pilot's license when they're 40, right? I need to get everything in life done before I'm cooked at 40. Because it's officially over when I'm 40. I don't know who Rich Russell is. I don't know who that is. He's the Bebo Russell. Richard Russell, that's right. And he just played a bunch of video games, right? Vlaspada. I just never knew him as Richard or Rich. Let's put on the Jap stuff. Wait, I'm not supposed to say that. Here it is. This is Give Life Back to Music by Daft Punk. There's this channel, we've talked about it many times before, Vlaspata Karamazov, who makes a yearly New Year's playlist that always goes so hard. Always got some great funk, disco, Japanese R&B, you know, chill bossa nova, crooner stuff from the 40s and 50s. And somehow it all fits, man. Give life back to music. Vlaspad, I never know how to say it. Karamazov, yeah. Yeah, every 4 or 5 months I forget about this dude's channel. What? Dude, I hate to say this word out loud, but it's literally the name of this video. So anyway, let me prime the pump by saying a couple things. This guy is one of these accounts that say, you know, 60s Brazilian doomer music is the name of one of the videos. 1 hour of Chad Catholic and Orthodox chants for Easter. 1 hour of French medieval music. The 8 hours 80s Giga playlist to start 2025 too. And then there's one, and I'm sorry to say this word, but it's what it says. The Stroganoff bowl was sodomized, but at least she is back. And there's one before that that said she left, but at least the Stroganoff bowl is safe. Do people say sodomized in place for like eating food? Is that love songs? I'm listening to that video, I'm sorry. It's love songs, like sappy. The first comment says the Stroganoff bowl was what? Merry Christmas. I don't know how to say your name, but Merry Christmas. Christ is King. Yes, indeed. Repent and believe in the gospel. Yep. Here we go. Here's the Jap stuff. I was looking for that. That Stroganoff comment bugs me. What's going on there? power things down for just a second. Obviously not the stream, but a little break from the action. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing these videos. I think Campus Unk is a good name for this. But the problem is this. Okay, so I want to do this series where I'm like, you know, doing short videos about what it's like to be an older guy on campus with a bunch of younger people. I thought Campus Unk would be perfect. But when you put Campus Unk on the page, it just sounds like I'm going to UNC Chapel Hill. Because it's UNC. How do I get around this? Should I just say uncle? Belmont Unk? Campus Unk just sounds so good when you say it out loud. But I think that would be good content, personally. Got a pretty grueling schedule. But it's kind of nice that I have this, I have fitness built into it. Like I have line dancing class, which is so funny, dude. I'm so funny that I'm doing line dancing for 3 credit hours. But, you know, that's that's none of my business, right? It's such a joke that that's my wellness equivalent. But hey, man, whatever gets it done. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm line dancing for an hour to start my day. It's also hilarious that it's 8 a.m. That's very funny to me. But I'm gonna go to line dancing class. I'm going to, right after that, I'm gonna go to the gym, get my lifting in. Then I got class for 4 or 5 hours. And that's my day. I got 1 class on Thursday for 8 weeks. I love the split semester stuff. Taking a Bible class from 4:30 to 8:30 every Thursday. I'm excited for that. But during the day, after I get done, I'll probably make, you know, one of those videos a week. Edit it down, make it look like a TikTok. Do a little effort post. Campus Unk. Uncle Belmont. I love that this is just a hobby now, man. We're in this Japanese funk playlist right now. What's the deal?
To you, yes, my love to you. Yes, my love to you.
line dancing is awesome. You know, but the thing is like people, look, I do it for exercise. So I used to do it at Brooks and Dunn concerts. Yeah, I mean, the thing that's cool about dancing is it checks almost every box. I think the line dancing, when you go out and do both the line and the partner dancing for a night, there's almost not one box that it doesn't check. It checks almost every single box. The only one that it sometimes doesn't check is like it's not spiritual. I mean, like, it's not necessarily sinful. It can be, of course, just like anything else. Sometimes easier than other things. But it is carnal in the definitional sense of the word. In the same way that eating is carnal. Shooting guns is carnal. But it checks almost every box. It really is an amazing time. And honestly, maybe it's the season I'm in or something like that. It sometimes is more healthy than sitting around discussing God. There's something up with the way that we sit around and discuss God. Like, it's sometimes better to go for a walk than to sit around and discuss God. There's something about our pride or like our Western philosophy or something like that with like discussing the Lord that I still don't have figured out. I don't know what it is. I'm just talking out loud here. But there's something about discussing philosophy that can be more sinful than things of the flesh. That's one of the reasons I'm making this transition. There's something about that puffs up the ego. Like, knowledge does puff up. And there is something, in a counterintuitive way, more spiritual about just shutting up and moving your body. You need both. It's easier to get in trouble when you're discussing philosophy than just moving. Part of me just wishes I was moving my body the whole time. Like, if I were to do things over again, I just wish I would have moved more and talked less. So people would set up at the Brooks and Dunn concert, line dance in the crowd. That's funny. It makes sense, right? I mean, a couple of there's a line dance to Boot, Scoot, and Boogie. What's another one? Neon Moon is one of my favorites, a partner dance too. What a smooth song. Neon Moon. This one too.
Wicked plastic.
This is such a funny song. I never got this song. It's like a... Just listen to this one. I don't even know how to describe this song. It's funny, like, it's like this song is kind of annoying but kind of enjoyable. I kind of hate it, but I kind of love it. I don't get it. I mean, I guess it would kind of be like punk, pop punk, Japanese pop punk. I don't fully get it, but also I don't need to. I'm deeply conflicted. Deeply ambivalent about this song. I've listened to it hundreds of times. No, I don't think this is from the 80s. Maybe it is. I think it's like late 90s. Got modern influences. Like breakdowns like this aren't usually in songs. Sure, I'll play some 311. Sure. Yeah, we take requests on the road. I misspoke earlier and said you have to pay for it. You guys don't have to do that. Not on the road. I appreciate money. Hope we don't get copyright, but I don't care. I love this 311 song.
I know
Yeah, I'm not so into the early super hype like metal 311. I'm not that into that. The reason that I don't feel that guy's voice is suited for that aggressive stuff. And the other guy's voice is just annoying. That like Hispanic, Chinese, high-voiced rapper. I don't even know if he's Hispanic or Chinese, but he sounds like it. And I'm into the mellow stuff because the guy's got a mellow voice. I never understood. He has such a mellow voice. Oh no, we keep it AI free, John. All due respect, we keep it real up in here. Real human being, bruh. Are you AI? There's a bigger chance that you're AI than I am. I mean, I am me. I am me, so I know I'm not AI. I don't know. Define a real human. Yo, it's so funny. I was listening to this R.C. Sproul podcast yesterday, and he's like, the entire opening, it was about the being of God, the I don't know how to say the word, aseity, like the beingness of God, right? And he starts off the talk by saying, he's like, surely you've heard the phrase today, how are you? And then he's like, and you probably responded with something like, I'm fine, thank you. And he just goes through just the grammar of those two phrases and how no one other than God has the right to even say I am. He drew like those two phrases back to how no animal, person, or plant has the right to even say that they are something. I love R.C. Sproul so much, man. This dude is so funny. Was. But his work lives on, right? This dude was one of a kind. He is so funny, his delivery, how clever he is with his approach to theology. But yeah, I never liked that early, the early aggressive. I often don't like, because I love pop. You know, like I love Incubus, I love 311, I love the Chili Peppers. But their early aggressive stuff, I never like it that much. But it is true, I mean, the most aggressive music I ever made was early on. It was when I was like 18 to 22, but still. I've always been a pop soul guy. And even the fast stuff I play is more like blues and it's never that aggressive. It'll be fast, but not aggressive. Yeah, 311 is, I got to go back through their discography. I mean, I listened to all of it back in the day. You know, when I was 16 to 25, there was nary a band that I not listened to their discography, right? But I remember their albums were not that good. And it's hard for me to put a band in my like top 100 if they don't have good albums. Because that's why that's what I like about music is albums. I was talking to Jonathan the other day about how you don't see, like, if the, how do you say this? If the apex work, and it's a big if, but if the apex work of a visual artist is the painting, whether that be, 8.5 by 11 to a ceiling, like the Sistine Chapel or whatever. If the apex work is like a landscape painting, something that tells a story, it's not just one image, it's many images in one, then the equivalent of that is actually the album, because it's big enough and takes long enough, and you can get enough information from it that you see what they're doing there. You don't really get that with a song. You don't really like get a glimpse into the soul of a musical artist off of one song. I mean, you can try if you make it a long song with many elements, but then it's too disorganized and scatterbrained. You don't get a true glimpse into the soul outside of an album. I mean, you can look at a whole career, but even then, that's many stories because it's over many decades sometimes. You get to see how you get to see their life on display with a discography, but you don't get to like see the moment. It's like the perfect size is the album, because you see the landscape of the moment of their life. You don't see their whole life, that's too big. But one song's too small. You don't see their whole soul there, or enough of their soul. And so for that reason, I mean, for that, first of all, I always just loved albums for that reason. It's the perfect dose. It's 30 to 90 minutes. And it is a ride. Usually a song is not a ride. I mean, when a song is a ride, it's notable, like The Black Parade or Bohemian Rhapsody or something like that. But you don't get a full ride out of it. Shine On You Crazy Diamond, even that being, what is that, a 13-minute song? The arc of that song, it does not tell a full story. It's 3 or 4 movements. Maybe it's longer than that. But with a lot of these pop rock bands, their albums weren't as good. The Chili Peppers, I will say, had great albums. Especially Mother's Milk and Blood Sugar Sex Magic. Californication. I love Stadium Arcadium. That's a really good album. A lot of people don't like that one. Any more requests? Got any song requests? And also, kind of like Caretaker is talking about, like nostalgia and where you were, like the fact that it was when you're a kid increases your enjoyment factor of the music. I've played stuff that I swore was awesome from when I was a kid, and it's not as good anymore, but like people that didn't grow up on it will be like, this sucks. I'm like, yo, but it meant so much at the time. I'm like, no cap. No cap on dogs. Imagine being a band from Nebraska. What's this here? Yeah, buddy. One of the great driving songs. Oh, this is a good one too.
You get a shiver in the dark, it's raining in the park. Meantime, sound of the river, you stop and you hold everything. A band is blowing Dixie, double fall time. You feel alright when you hear the music ring. Well, now you step inside, but you don't see too many faces. Coming in out of the rain and hear the jazz go down. Competition in other places, but the horns, they blow in that sound. Way on down south, way on down south, London town. Check out Guitar George, he knows all the chords. But it's strictly rhythm, he doesn't want to make it cry or sing. If any old guitar is all he can afford, when he gets up under the lights to play his thing. And Harry doesn't mind if he doesn't make the scene. He's got a daytime job, he's doing alright. He can play the honky-tonk like anything, saving it up Friday night with the Sultans, with the Sultans of Swing. Many crowded young boys, they're fooling around in the corner. Drunk and dressed in their best brown baggies in their platform soles. They don't give a damn about any trumpet or playing band. It ain't what they call rock and roll. And the Sultans, yeah, the Sultans, they play Creole.
I love driving to good music at this time of the night. It's a little later than I like. Dang, it's only 5:40. Because it's like fully dark now. But at dusk, especially driving through a city, there's something that is the coolest vibe. That's why I love driving in Nashville. Just driving through the city, you know, depending on the time of the year. I guess it would be something like 4:30. And I guess the sun sets, I always get this wrong. It sets earlier the more east you are. Dude, time messes with me a little bit. Not gonna lie to you. Time messes, like, I don't exactly know the physics or like I have trouble conceptualizing what daylight savings time and time zones really even are. I don't know if that makes me dumb or just I've done too many drugs in my life. Haven't done drugs in a long time, but they took their toll. In my 20s, they took their toll. I went a little too deep down the rabbit hole. Or does it not matter? Like, what is true time? I guess that's where I'm coming from. Like, obviously the sun sets in the west. So it gets lighter earlier. But what is early? Do you guys get what I'm struggling with here? Like at the time it is, let's call it time X, because, you know, in Virginia at 5:40, the physical world is still the same everywhere. So if it's a 4:40, yes, I mean, it gets dark earlier in the east. The further east you are, it gets dark earlier. Help me out here, guys. I've never gotten this one down. I've learned so many things in my life, but this one I've never gotten down. Or does it not matter? I mean, it must matter because the sun is physically moving. If you're not a flat earther, I guess we're moving. If you're a flat earther, the sun is moving. Let's think this one through, guys. You're in Virginia. I don't know how it works, man. I did well in chemistry the last 2 semesters. And that's hopefully the last science I ever need to do. But I gotta take another math class. Why? Yeah, I struggle with the concept of time. I really do. I have trouble conceptualizing all of that stuff. It's really a struggle for me. All right, it's 2:45 East or West Coast time right now. So if every time, okay, so we'll put it this way. If there were no time zones, it would clearly get darker earlier the more east you are. And that's the reason for time zones, right? I think we're getting closer to figuring it out. Like if there were no time zones and it was just a time, it's time X, absolute standard time. You know, that means it would be getting dark at 2:45, given that absolute standard time was West Coast. Yeah, you definitely need time zones. That's for sure. We've concluded that through this relentless, exhaustive inquiry of the concept of the passage of time. We've concluded that you definitely need time zones. But yeah, I mean, the sun travels across the sky from east to west. It's not due east, due west, but yeah. I feel that means that as far as the relative time zone, it gets dark earlier in the west. No, because it's moving across the sky at the same rate. Maybe it's the same. It's trippy, man. I don't like thinking about it. It's what gets me in trouble, man. Oh, it's a bomb song. Love John Mayer, by the way. Trips me up, man.
less of me. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do
Hey,
about it?
if you think that I know what latitude I'm on right now, you do not know what type of man I'm. You do not know what I'm about in this world. If you think I have any idea what latitude I am ever at, you have not been watching the show for long enough, which is impressive because I think you've been watching the show for something like 5 years. But if you think that I know, dwelling on such things does not give me enjoyment in life. Oh man, Shuffle brought up Creed. Shuffle brought up My Own Prison by Creed. I can't do this right here. I can't do that right here. No. This is a good one. So that makes sense though. So if you're right on the equator, the rate at which the sun goes across the sky is identical, is always the same. That makes sense. I've just never taken the time to study the macro of the physical world. Like I love, if I were to study anything to do with science, it would be to do with the human body. I'm obsessed with the movement of the human body. In fact, so much so that I'm thinking about like minoring in it. Or even being a double major. But as far as, I don't know why, it's, I guess, not genetic, but it's, you know, you have your personality and it's, you're interested in what you're interested in. But there's a relationship between what you're interested in and what you're good at and what you think is profitable for your life. I just have never been a hobbyist about science. It's never been some people just enjoy it. I don't enjoy it that much. That's why I think I got good at music, because it's a very limited science. It to go from knowing nothing to knowing almost everything that you need to know about music. I mean, not everything, period, but everything to become serviceable. It's not that much schooling. You can go from knowing almost nothing to knowing as much as you ever need in, you know, I can teach it in 20 minutes. Then it's application, of course. Application takes a lifetime. But I love systems that have very limited principles. Then you extrapolate from that. The amount of principles in physics or chemistry or, you know, geography? What would be the study of the physical world? Is that the physics is more macro and micro. I don't know what I'm talking about, dude. If you're listening to the stream, please don't listen to it. Yeah. Let's let Steve Winwood save us. science. That makes sense. Yeah. Literally no interest. I mean, beyond trivia and like, we're on a 4-hour live stream right now where we get to wonder about such things and entertain ourselves. I mean, at this point, I do these road streams to occupy my mind. I don't get sleepy on them. So outside of these, the amount that I wonder about this kind of thing in a week is, a fleeting moment when it like gets dark earlier. Like, I never wonder about these things ever. It's interesting though. It's just you can only spend your time on so many things. It's the circle of life, baby. Let's play some more Christmas music. Interesting. So this little bar popped up at the bottom of the screen. I wonder if that means they're working on copyright. That's interesting, because that was coming up last time. It doesn't say anything, but so yeah, the schedule's looking pretty good, pretty solid for the. So I love it. I used to just think I was straight up lazy, and I am in some ways. I'm definitely not in all ways, but my interests play such a factor in my laziness. But as far as learning, I'm very excited to learn about the law, about the Bible and the law in the next semester. I got things like rhetoric, legal studies, legal writing. Still got some fluffy classes, but they're better than the community college for sure. some of that community college stuff was, it was rough. It was boring, man. But I'm glad I'm going to actually be on campus. But it's like religion, philosophy, law. That's a lot of the stuff I'm taking. We may power it down soon. That's a solid 2 hours. Keep me occupied. We're about 70 minutes from our destination. I think that's good. Let's play a couple of these Christmas tunes though. What's that one by the Eagles? Please Come Home for Christmas. The longing in this song. Don't the Eagles, like, aren't they notorious for copywriting though? Whatever. Let's see.
We'll be ringing the sad, sad news. Oh, what a Christmas to have my baby's gone. I have no friend to wish me greeting once again. Choirs will be singing Silent Night, Christmas carol by candlelight. Please come home for Christmas. Please come home for Christmas. If not for Christmas, by New Year's night. Friends and relations sing salutations. Sure as the stars shine above. This is Christmas. Yes, Christmas, my dear. It's the time of year to be with the one you love. So won't you tell me you'll never more? Christmas and New Year will find you home. There'll be no more sorrow, no grief and pain. And I'll be happy, happy once again. Ooh, there'll be no more sorrow, no grief and pain. And I'll be happy Christmas once again.
That's a banger. That is a banger. It's one of my favorite ones. Where's War is Over?
Happy Christmas, Kyoko. Happy Christmas, Joe.
And what have you done? Another year over, and you want
Dang, this video, it's like, I got the video playing here. This song, it's really good. But this video and the song and just John and Yoko are the definition of commie gobbledygook, dude. It is the definition of gobbledygook, bro.
and so this is Christmas. I hope you have fun.
It's kind of a protest song against Christmas in a way.
The dear ones, they're all at the young.
And listen, I'm not saying that, look, of course, Christmas is universal. Of course, I wish all people, both people and peoples, a Merry Christmas. But it's also true that no matter what people try to do with it, Christmas is an exclusive holiday. In the same way that, like, I mean, it's funny how really all holidays are exclusive. Like, they come from a place. They mean a thing. It doesn't matter what you try to do with it. It's been done by the very existence of a holiday. It is a differentiated day. It's not any other day. Like, other people may have the same birthday as you, but it's not everyone's birthday. That would be impossible. And it's a cool thing to find out that another person and you have the same birthday. Every holiday is by definition exclusive. Even if, and we'll get to the Jesus thing, of course it's exclusive in that way, but it's not any old day. Just on that level, it's exclusive in that it isn't any old day, it's that day. But all holidays come from a history, history. They all come from a place. They all have an origin. And that origin it means something. It will always mean something more. Like the origin of Christmas is not materialist, capitalist commercialism. It's not. I mean, Black Friday is that. The origin is why Black Friday will never be about Jesus at the end of the day, when it's all said and done. Black Friday is not a holiday about Jesus. It's a holiday about shopping. You're never going to turn it into a Jesus day. I can't play this song again because the same song just came up. That'll get us a ding. But I'm saying, in the same way, like, your birthday will never be inherently about someone else other than a person that has the same birthday. But that just makes it two different birthdays. So Christmas, Christmas, it's about Jesus. And I didn't make that rule. No amount of me making it about that, I can either honor that fact or I can ignore or scorn that fact. Yet it is a fact. You're never going to make Hanukkah about something other than its origin. I mean, no matter how hard you try. And there's a couple ways to square this. One way to square this, and I did try this for a time when I was on some commie gobbledygook, I thought that the logical move was to have no holidays. That is logical. It's not factual, and it makes life a drag. It's sameness. It is communism. Or sameness. But the true meaning of Christmas is, of course, the birth of the God-man. You can't escape that. You have to contend with, you have to either debunk that it happened, you have to debunk that he's a good God, but you can't change it into something else. Not successfully, and they've tried, but it doesn't change that there is inherent meaning. So it's like, Merry Christmas. Someone's like, I don't do Christmas. It's like, well, I hope you have a merry one anyway. Regardless of whether you observe it, it's still Christmas. It's still about Jesus, and I hope you have a merry one. That's my spiel. Is this fed? No. I guess a second place thing, the Christmas songs got super screwed up, or just Christmas itself got screwed up when it became so materialistic. I like the Christmas songs about love, about romantic love, because there is something about the season. Everyone knows that it's better to be with someone you love over Christmas. There's something romantic about it. New Year's, kissing at New Year's, warmth by the fire. Everyone knows this. So, but it's when it became all about like shopping, where it got like super AIDS. But it is a romantic time of year. Every American knows that there's something special about it. It's deep in our culture. It's deep in our faith. It's in our race. Part of me misses the North. Being down south and it's not that cold during Christmas is weird, dude. We always had a white Christmas, or at least on one within a week there'd be a white Christmas. But having an actual white Christmas in and I mean the weather, not the race. Yeah, never mind. But having a white Christmas growing up was always amazing. What's that Nick Jonas Christmas song? I like that one. Jonas Christmas. Is it this one? No, it's the Jonas Brothers. I love that one. They really cracked the code on Christmas music, man. Like the chord progressions, what they get into sound just that way. A lot of it is the chords. It's really kind of a doo-wop thing. If you look at doo-wop and soul from, the late 50s, early 60s, it's a lot of that thing. It's not that the Beach Boys ever didn't try, or... it always has to be in a major key, but it always has to go to a minor chord. The 1-6-2-5 is always a good go-to with some sleigh bells in the background, expressing a little bit of longing in there. Let's get a little Wolfpack. Thank you guys for joining us. We're almost done. Sick. That's a really good one. Yeah, I'm a sucker for the... Look, man, I love Jesus. I love God. But I'm just talking about what tickles the ear is the Christmas pop, dude. The Christmas pop that nary mentions God. I wish it wasn't that way. I wish I loved... I still do love things like "O Come All Ye Faithful." I love the classics. "O Come, Emmanuel." Hark the Herald Angels Sing. I love that stuff. But the stuff that really tickles the fancy is surely the Christmas slop, dude. But you know, the thing is about the Christmas, the pop music that I'm referencing, it's all super clean. It's all super clean and musical. The recordings sound good. The message is fine. You know? What's up, Bianca? Welcome. I've seen you in here before, I think. Remember to hit the like button on your way out. We're going to close things down pretty soon. There's a couple more Christmas songs that we didn't listen to. I'm trying to think. Like, I love, yeah, Go Tell It on the Mountain. I love all that stuff, but there's something about the Christmas slop. And it's like every big artist throughout the years has tried their hand at it. Almost every big artist. I mean, who are you if you haven't tried a Christmas song? The Christmas song I wrote is not, yeah, I've never recorded it, but ooh, that's a good one to close with. He really does the best version of it. Let's do Wonderful Christmas Time. And then we'll do Oh Holy Night. We're driving through Virginia, Bianca. Greetings to you in South Africa. Merry Christmas.
The mood is right, the spirit's up. We're here tonight, and that's enough. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. The party's on, the feeling's here. That only comes this time of year. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
Good night. Merry Christmas, Bianca. Thanks for stopping by. We're closing things down soon anyway. Run, run, reindeer. Run, run, reindeer. Run, run, reindeer. Run, run, reindeer. You don't miss no one. And home through the snow at a breakneck speed with a half a dozen deer with the Rudy to lead. He's gotta wear his goggles 'cause the snow really flies. And he's cruising every path with a little surprise. It's the little Saint Nick. Little Saint Nick. It's the little Saint Nick. Little Saint Nick. Christmas comes this time each year. Merry Christmas. Christmas comes this time each year. All right, let's play "Oh Holy Night." Is probably the best Christmas song, unironically. Josh Groban delivering an amazing performance. I love you guys. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Thank you to any new people that came. I'm sure some new people did. They just didn't say anything because I kind of advertised this one a lot. But looking forward to next year. I pray all of Jesus Christ's blessings on my peoples. God bless us, everybody.
New text.
Just got a text from. What's going on here?
New text.
Anyway, sorry. I'll check that if you're listening. That's funny. I will watch that off air to the person that just texted me. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm gonna stream again on Sunday, by the way. Probably 5 p.m., 6 p.m., something like that. I'll announce it on all platforms. But I'm driving back from 1 till 10, and usually I try to stream to keep my mind occupied, not get tired. And that's basically the purpose of this part of the channel right now. We're revamping some stuff in the new year, but it's just a hobby, baby. Take some pressure off my life. I got other stuff going on, but I will see you guys on Sunday, maybe on Monday. I'm not sure. I'm probably going to leave after church on Sunday and just make this one a quick trip. But you guys take care. I love you. Here's Josh Groban doing Oh Holy Night.
Stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining till He appeared. And the soul felt its worth, a thrill of hope. The weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Your For the slave is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease. Sing hymns of joy, in grateful chorus raise we, and all within us praise his holy name. Christ is the Lord. Let ever praise be. O night divine,
Wow. Beautiful. I love you guys. Merry Christmas.